mock draft the 2025 class. And tonight is going to be round 1. Before we get started, just want to give everyone a little bit of ground rules. We are drafting QBs, wide receivers, running backs, and tight ends, college fantasy purposes. Before I send it to you guys, I do want to poll the group here and just ask, in this class for 2025, how do we feel about positional depth? Where is this class weak? Where is this class strong? Matt, where is it strong? You can answer first.
Quarterback. That's about it. It's a really deep quarterback class, and it's really good at the top as well. It's really hard to have any complaints out of it for me.
I agree with you on that on the quarterbacks. David, where's it weak? Do you think it's everywhere else?
Pretty much, yeah. It's
Okay.
There's some solid players for sure, some high upside guys, just like every year, but not a ton of depth. Maybe not a ton of NFL guys really, but yeah, I think quarterback probably has the most a good mix of guys that are pretty easily projectable to the NFL, and then some guys that are toolsy and have some upside and maybe a surprise, and maybe there'll be a decent amount of NFL guys for quarterback too.
All right. Well, we are going to mock draft only one round this episode, and we're going to mock draft picks 1 through 4 on this particular video. So we should get those high-end guys. And so let's bring up our mock draft sheet here. Matt, you're going to be controlling the show. And have we randomized already? Looks like we did. So
yep, just did.
Before we get into the picks, like and subscribe to this video if you like what we do here on the official mock drafts, player evaluations, and what it means for college fantasy football, which, if you have been living under a rock, is kind of blowing up, having a moment right now with Underdog releasing college fantasy football drafts for their Best Bowl Mania contest that you can draft this summer. So go check that out at Underdog. Fantasy football kind of creeping into the mainstream here, folks. Very exciting. Now, these are freshmen, so maybe not expecting 2024 or 2025, I guess, production, but these are the best of the best that we can look forward to. So without further ado, David, lead us off with 101. Who are you taking?
I'm going to go with Bryce Underwood. He's committed to LSU. He's been my top guy for a while now. Just has a really big upside, has a big arm, he's athletic. LSU is a really good system for production in college, and they've been churning out some NFL guys, so just kind of checks all the boxes for me.
Can't argue with that. Can't argue with Bryce Underwood. He has been number 1 for us, and I think he would still be number 1 for me as well, so I'm a little jealous. Looks like I'm up for 102, and while I want to go QB, as Matt mentioned, it is a deep quarterback class. I think I'm okay waiting and getting maybe 1 or 2 at the end of this round. I'm going to go with the other guy I feel like I can project already as a top 10 NFL pick, and that's Decorian Moore, wide receiver, and headed to Oregon, which has been and will probably continue to be one of the most fertile offensive environments in the country. I don't see any reason to not love Decorian Moore, landing spot, talent, the whole 9 yards. If you wanted to say one thing, you could say a little, you don't love decommitments and recommitments, but as long as he sticks with Oregon, we're still way, way out. This isn't a drama situation. And so as long as he sticks with Oregon and doesn't decommit and go somewhere else, I think that's not a big deal for me. So Decorian Moore, 102. Matt.
You've left me in a pretty easy spot here. He's not popping up for some reason. Tavian St. Clair will be my pick, and he is not popping up.
Technical difficulties, that's okay. We know who he is.
But yeah, going to Ohio State, he's honestly still in the conversation for me for QB1. He could leap Underwood, honestly. Does have quite the crazy arm that Underwood has, but he's a much more ready-to-go player, I think. And obviously going to Ohio State is a fantastic landing spot as well, especially given the quarterback situation there currently where, got a ton of guys, but they don't really have the guy currently. And I think St. Clair can definitely be that for them, be their next multi-year starter guy.
Yeah, I love St. Clair as well. these quarterbacks are tough to see go without my name next to them, but that's okay. All right, David, last one for this video, 104. You get 2 picks in this short here for YouTube. Who are you going with 104? You going to double up on quarterback?
Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to go for a high upside pick, a homer pick. I'm going to go with Deuce Knight. He's 97, 98th percentile in our athletic database. Really strong arm, between 56, 58 max velocity. Just a big dude, 6'4.5". He's almost like 210. He's going to add another 20 pounds. He's kind of everything the NFL likes. Just need to see really big senior production, and then he kind of checks all the boxes. So I'll go for upside.
Can't hate it. I had a feeling you were going there, and that's a bummer for me with the next pick getting sniped just like that. So that'll do it for this little short. Picks 1 through 4. We had 3 quarterbacks go and a high upside receiver and Decorian Moore. All these guys with very likely NFL upside, in our opinion, just going into their senior year of high school. We can already tell. And so that'll do it for this. Like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here, and be sure and catch picks 5, 6, 7, and 8 on the next iteration of the official